Now you want us to accept Candice Owens and Joe Rogan. No, sir. Not over here, we're not. Those are two of the main grifters. The two main grifters who made millions off of DJT and his lies. And you want us to let them over? No, sir. I am installing a new policy. No grifters. If we have anybody out there who made millions off of DJT's lies and got him to where he is, they don't get to come over here. They can keep their millions and stay right over there with the red hats and suffer. No grifters. Got it? Cool. You're not crazy.
Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. In case you're new here, my name is Maren.
And I'm Maureen.
Right, so guys, Candice Owens has been put on blast by Black Americans, and this is because it has been noted that Candice Owens is beginning to jump the Trump ship,
Yeah, she's beginning to jump the MAGA Trump ship, and she's trying to come back to the left side, but Black Americans are finding this particularly hypocritical of her because according to them, she is losing money and she's not making as much as she used to make during and past the period of election.
Right, and let's just say they're suspecting that this could be the reason why Candice Owens has decided to be part of the voice that is speaking against Trump. She never used to before. She was asphyxiated in speaking against people like Kamala Harris and
not pointing out the notable mistakes that were in the man she voted in office,
Right.
And she's not the only influencer who is facing backlash from the Black community. Joe Rogan has also been accused of trying to jump ship, and amongst them other influencers like Ben Shapiro. You guys remember what Ben Shapiro said just days ago that made Black Americans cancel him?
Right, and also Nick Fuentes. Nick Fuentes was the loudest of them all, and speaking about your body. He was telling women, your body, my choice, and he was very happy to represent Trump's policies. So why is he complaining now?
Right, so let's hear what Black Americans have to say about this, and then you come back and talk about it.
This is gonna be a good one.
Yes, you can also consider subscribing if you're new to our channel. Let's watch and then you come back.
But when I told y'all Candice Owens was getting paid to run one of the largest smear campaigns against Kamala Harris, I was crazy, right? But now she's trying to backtrack and blame it on Christianity as to why she no longer supports Trump. It's not Christianity that's got her concerned. It's the fact that they're not paying her anymore, and she thought that her husband in proximity to whiteness and slandering Kamala Harris was going to get her on the up and up with Trump. Promised her a seat just like they promised everyone else a seat, but guess who didn't get one? Because they're still a Black woman. I don't know why you thought you were the exception. You were not the exception. You were the rule. Forget, you were posting 12 videos a fucking day during the election talking about Kamala Harris and why no one should vote for her. Let's play the video.
But I want to say this, quite seriously. 4 years ago, in 2020, I had no kids. It's an incredible thing to think about. I had 0 children, and now I have 3 children. And I'm so serious when I say that I was so concerned about Kamala winning that my husband and I were having serious discussions about what will happen, what can we do, what is our option. And I know that we're not the only family that truly thought about where will we go if
you want to get on here and cry baby tears and say no one told you that Trump was going to be like this. He was never like this. Everybody told you. And you were going to college campuses with fucking Charlie Kirk debating feminists and Black women, calling them wrong and saying they had equal privilege as a white man. They paid you for a job. You did that job. But see, just like everybody else that the Trump administration took that job from that they were offered during the election, you're not going to get that seat that you wanted. You're not getting the seat in the administration that you thought you were going to get. No Black person ever was, especially not a Black woman. And now you're trying to go back to your other blogging page to try to rekindle some of that money you were making during the election. Not happening, Candice. We know who you are.
Okay, we gotta talk. Sit right there for a minute. What is with all these people jumping ship? First, we got Mitch McConnell, the same guy that told Obama to his face he would block every piece of legislation he put out. The same guy pushing all of DJT's agenda in the first term. Now he wants to jump ship after realizing, oh wait, he's actually as bad as we thought Obama would be. Then we got the neo-Yahtzee, Nick Fuentes. You've already gone too far. But now you want us to accept Candice Owens and Joe Rogan. No, nope, nope, no, sir. Not over here, we're not. Those are two of the main grifters. The two main grifters who made millions off of DJT and his lies. And you want us to let them over? No, sir. I am installing a new policy. No grifters. If we have anybody out there who made millions off of DJT's lies and got him to where he is, they don't get to come over here. They can keep their millions and stay right over there with the red hats and suffer. No grifters. Got it? Cool. You're not crazy.
So Candice Owens is running back to the left because even she is realizing just how bad she's fucked up. You see, Candice Owens is now backtracking and blaming it on Christianity as the reason as to why now she is not supporting Donald Trump, even though she was vehemently and unequivocally supporting him consistently over the past 4 years.
4 years ago, in 2020, I had no kids. It's an incredible thing to think about. I had 0 children, and now I have 3 children. And I'm so serious when I say that I was so concerned about Kamala winning that my husband and I were having serious discussions about what will happen, what can we do, what is our option. And I know that we're not the only family that truly thought about where will we go.
Candice, you were so pro-Trump that it was an active rumor that you were actively running a smear campaign for Trump against Kamala Harris, since you were posting about 10 to 15 videos every single day running up to the election telling everyone to not vote for her. Fact is, no amount of slander to Kamala Harris, nor your proximity to whiteness because of your husband, is going to get you in the good books with Trump when you are a literal black woman. It doesn't matter. Fact is, Candice, you and your mindless seal supporters can blame it on Christianity all you want, but quite frankly, what it looks like to everyone else, including me from across the pond, it just looks like you're not getting paid the pretty penny that you were, or that you thought that you were going to get paid once Trump actually got into office. You're upset that now you are also getting screwed over like the rest of the Americans.
Have y'all noticed Candice Owens has jumped ship? Now all of a sudden she's opposing everything Trump is doing. And what's her disdain with Elon Musk and RFK Jr.? She claiming that free speech is being censored to those who are protesting Israel and this and that. But Candy girl, you was all over this internet talking about the lady from France doing dissertations and explanations on what she identify as. Now you're just a Christian and you don't like the censorship that's going on, but you talk about anybody and everybody across this internet. Did you use the Republican Party to prop yourself up? Now I get, even though you allegiance to somebody, and if they do something that's not right, that you don't agree with, of course you step up and say something, because no one is above criticism. I get that. But your stance on why you're criticizing the Trump administration, RFK Jr., and Elon Musk, it has no weight to me. What is going on with Candice Owens? Ever since they let her go from the Daily Wire, she just been on this crusade and everybody is doing her wrong and she is being censored. But Candy say whatever she want up and down this internet. What y'all think? Candice Owens has left the Republican.
These MAGA influencers are breaking at the seams. Dave Portnoy going online, crashing out. I mean, he was sweating in that video. He was so mad that he lost $7 million crashing out. But he wasn't crashing out when they're laying off all these people. Everybody's losing their job. No, it was until he started losing money that he started losing faith in Trump. Ben Shapiro called Trump unconstitutional. I've never heard Ben Shapiro criticize Trump in that manner. It's because these niggas are starting to lose money. And the craziest part is a lot of people were thinking that, this was going to affect just, poor working class, middle class. But now you're seeing that everyone is taking a hit. I said this early on. It's not just going to be us. It's going to be everybody. It's going to be millionaires. Everybody don't take care of their money how y'all think they take care of their money. Some of these guys like Dave Portnoy, Ben Shapiro, they go on splurges. That's why they make the videos that they make. That's why they're controversial. That's why they continue to be controversial. They make a shit ton of money. And they put a shit ton of money back into the stocks and all that stuff as well. And now you seeing their bottom dollar is going out. So it's hard to get up there on a microphone when you losing money. I don't know, man. Fuck around and find out.
How is it that Candice Owens, one day, go from being this alt-right person to all of a sudden wanted to change her brand? Don't change your brand, Candice Owens. Stay who you are. Because we're going to always remember who you are and what you've said. You've sided with hatred. You've sided with racism. You've sided with misogyny. You've sided with all these terrible things. Now, all of a sudden, you want to change your brand. You want to jump ship. Don't jump ship. Stay where you are. Because there's an old saying, birds of a feather, they flock together. And you stay right over there with that flock of birds that you have fellowship with.
All y'all who voted for Trump, boy, I know y'all are regretting that shit like a motherfucker. I don't know why y'all thought the Democratic and the Republican Party would do you any different. Like they was just gonna come change your life. You ain't rich, nigga. They don't give a shit about you. Watch what Candice say.
Candice Owens was Trump's biggest supporter. I mean, she was in love with him. There's no one out there in the media, in the news, on social media, anywhere who had more love for Donald Trump than Candice Owens. And now, rightfully so, because she is an intelligent person. And intelligent people change their viewpoints and opinions as they get more information, as they see more things. Like, you can have one viewpoint and you can be stuck on it. But then as you're presented with more facts, more information comes your way, and you can dissect that information and then formulate a different opinion based on these new sets of facts. That's what intelligent people do.
So guys, welcome back. Let us know what you think about the episode we just played in the comment section. I don't know how many of you remember, although we do recognize that we have new fans here, there was something we used to say, because there was a point last year that Candice was really controversial, and we said, you know, the kind of utterances Candice Owens makes is enough to land somebody in jail, but Candice was okay. And there's some kind of utterances you make about politicians or big people in power that it's only the people who are heavily protected or have good graces with the powers that be that will get away with such utterances. So end of last year, that was Candice Owens, and that is what we normally said. It felt like someone powerful was protecting Candice for her to be able to come out and bravely say the kind of things she was saying. And we also said that maybe someone was giving or leaking information to her to help with the smear campaign, which was not 100% smear, because some of it was true what she was saying, like when she accused Kamala of changing her tonation in different black neighborhoods when she was going to campaign there. Yeah, for you to know it wasn't partial journalism, it's because when she was busy castigating Kamala Harris, she was not calling out Donald Trump with the same energy, you know. So right now, Black Americans are telling Candice Owens, you know what, just stick to where you are and remain there. You picked a side, you need to stick it out, yeah. But Candice Owens right now, her financials are suffering. It's allegedly. It's not confirmed. Yeah. The question we have to ask is Candice Owens really a partial journalist to the extent where she has now, we give her the benefit of the doubt, we say she has now gotten to a place where she believed in something, and right now, sober-mindedly, she's looking at what she believed in and says that no, it's not working. Is it a genuine a genuine concern that she's speaking out about, or is it that she's speaking out because it's affecting her? Those are the things that we have to weigh. And I do feel like for Black Americans to be this angry, they're not just angry just because Candice woke up one day and decided to shift over to the next side, right? They're angry because when you look at Candice, the person that Candice Owens is, and the kind of platform
she has, she commands a big presence in her platform. She influences a big following, and whatever she used to say, of course, yes, some of it was true and some of it was unconfirmed, but when you come and sit down to talk with people, you have influence over what people will think after you're done with the show,
right,
you know?
yeah.
And right now, her backtracking, personally, let me not speak for the Black Americans. Personally, I do feel like even if she voted for Trump, maybe or maybe not, she believed that he could do the job. Right now, I do understand why Black Americans are angry, and only time will tell if she has truly seen the light. But at the end of the day, for the sake of the huge following she commands, I am happy she started calling out some of the misgivings that are happening in the government.
Yeah, she's using her platform the right way, because at the end of the day,
she
it's
did
big
it, she's
voices.
undoing it.
Yeah, the big voices like hers help in creating change, because she, like, one thing that is undeniable is that she does have a crowd, and she does command a crowd that at least it validates the normal regular person who comes out and says this administration is wrong for doing this. So when Candice comes out to say that, that is validating the normal day regular American, you know. It doesn't feel like it's just you who's complaining too much. When a big person comes out to say it, I feel like there's influence there.
Right. And guys, let me just emphasize this point. We really don't know, like, truthfully 100% if she genuinely believes right now in what she's saying when she's trying to cross over, because people have also accused her of doing it for financial reasons. You know? What we are saying is, if, her being a flip-flopper like that, the only thing she's doing right is trying to correct the minds of her followers, you know, because she's the one who did that to them. So right now she's undoing what she did, you know. Whether she's coming from a genuine point of view or not, she is undoing it.
Yeah, and those ones who are accusing Candice of doing this because she did not get a seat at Donald Trump's government, you know.
Yeah,
I would say people are ambitious, and to be honest, if you do feel like you're really commanding a certain, like, you do expect, for example, there's always positions that you could fill up, you know, like spokesperson of the White House.
So maybe she was thinking she'd be a representative for the Black community, and it backfired, or she was going to talk on you guys' behalf.
What Black American would allow her to represent them?
But you know, Trump she thought that the one who wields power would wield her to the Black Americans. Anyway, that is just talking, you know.
Yeah, just talking. But it does feel like Candice Owens, when you look at her speak right now, she feels like a politician, because
that's
politicians have the ability to say one thing today and tomorrow
convince you of the thing they said it wasn't true, and reverse
right
it
now. She's talking about being a Christian, being a mother, having children, being a wife, this and that.
And that is the same talk she was saying when she was championing for people to vote Donald Trump,
knowing his policies, but only that she maybe didn't know it would affect her. And then, guys, there's a woman who pointed out here, if you are a Christian, you wouldn't be sitting on the internet talking about every other person and every other person's business the way you do, and then come out to say you're a Christian. You're only saying that because it's affecting you. And I'm like, it is true, you know. You don't have to use, I feel like there's some certain words that normally are used to manipulate the emotions of others, and Candice Owens at her level has mastered that art. She knows what to say in order to get people on her side, you know. I don't know if that is what she's doing, but that is what it's looking like. She feels like a politician right now, because that speech was it was something. It was something, right?
Yeah, so guys, I think my parting shot is, just as you've said, Candice Owens might not be a politician, but she speaks like one. Maybe she has rubbed shoulders with one.
Not maybe she has. She has photos with big people in the government.
And she exactly rolls like one politician. She has the ability to say this today, and she can swiftly shift and say something else the next day.
Yeah, guys, it's like when they say the company you keep. If you hang out with thieves right now, you're not a thief, but I guarantee you'll hang out with them long enough.
You'll start thinking like them.
You'll start thinking like them, and then it will transition to you now start doing the act, stealing from people and doing that. But you originally you weren't a thief. And if you start hanging out with, they normally say the people around you really influence who you become. If you hang out with the people who have ambitions, millionaires,
you become ambitious yourself,
and you become the next millionaire in line. If you hang out with 4 poor people and you're the only rich man there, you're happy, you're
become
rich.
the 5th poor person.
Exactly. Give yourself time and you become the 5th poor person. So Candice Owens, whoever she is right now, even if she might be looking like she could make a very good politician, is because she's had years of experience. She's talked to, she's shaken hands with big people who normally they know what to say, because even DT has been accused of lying a lot. Donald Trump.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been accused of lying a lot, flip-flopping. He says one thing and Americans know, we have to check you on that one, So I don't know, guys. Let us know what you think about this episode. We'd really love to hear from you, your opinions on this matter.
Right.
Do you think these people deserve a second chance? Because do you think they're in it for you, or do you think they're in it for their own personal gains? Like, for example, because they're losing finances. Personally, I would say the one person who really sticks out to me in this list is Nick Fuentes. I'll never forget him for what he said. Guys, if you know the story of Nick Fuentes, especially during the electoral times, you will know what I'm talking about. I feel like he's the one single-handedly person who was such a jerk about it.
And right now, if he appears regretful about it, he's just camouflaging his true nature through that apology so that people can calm down, but he knows who he is deep down.
He showed who he was.
Right,
he already did it so courageously and
So guys, let us know what you think about this episode. Also consider subscribing if you're new to our channel,
right?
And we'll see you on our next episode.